And they're off for the Grade 2 Ladbrokes Desert Orchid Handicap Chase. And through the very early stages on the inside, Editor de Gite is sent on by Freddie Mitchell, with on the outside Sans-Bruit. Those are the first two as they press on going to the first. Sans-Bruit was very low going over the first fence. Much more fluent on the inside, Editor de Gite. A real battle on between these two for early supremacy, which takes them towards fence number 2. Sans-Bruit and Editor de Gite, followed next by Traprain Law, the grey. Edwardstone on his outside at the moment. Outpaced and badly outpaced at the back of the field is Martator as they go now on towards fence number 3. And still Editor de Gite and Sans-Bruit are the two who are battling for the early lead. And now Briny Frost takes back Sans-Bruit and will allow Editor de Gite now to take the lead going into the stable turn. So it is Editor de Gite, the dual winner of this race, goes on now by 2.5, nearly 3 lengths to Sans-Bruit racing in second. There's a break now opening up of some 10 lengths back to Soul Icon, who races towards the inside of Traprain Law, and then Edwardstone. After Edwardstone is Boothill, and now Martator is angling wide and is now making some ground around the outside of the main group of runners, who are all trailing Editor de Gite going over fence number 4. Sans-Bruit over in second. Edwardstone jumps around the outside now to claim third, and then the grey Traprain Law, and on the inside Soul Icon as they go over the first of the open ditches, which was fence number 5. So now a long run before they encounter the 6th, the first of the fences taken in the back straight. Editor de Gite, having gone hard early, now is just given a breather going into that turn and is coming back to the field. The lead reduced to 5 lengths by Sans-Bruit racing in second. On the inside is Soul Icon, between horses Traprain Law, and around the wide outside Edwardstone, and then Boothill and Martator, and now they head towards the first of the 4 down the back. As they come to it, it is Editor de Gite still with his clear lead as he goes over it. Edwardstone rather lunged at that, but he had a share of second place with Sans-Bruit on his inside, right on the rail, Soul Icon. Martator, the one taken very wide down the back straight, over the next one down the back, and it is still Editor de Gite who now begins to feel the pinch. He's being pushed along as Edwardstone and Sans-Bruit make ground on his outside. Soul Icon towards the inner, over the final open ditch, taken as the 5th last, and down there is Boothill. Boothill fell at fence number 8, the open ditch, and now there are just the 6 of them left. Editor Gite now with Edwardstone moving up on his outside. Sans-Bruit has very quickly checked out and is now beginning to drop away last of the 6. So they're on the turn now with 3 more fences to take in the Grade 2 Ladbrokes Desert Orchid Handicap Chase, and it is Editor de Gite who has got the lead but being pushed along by Freddie Mitchell. To the outside, Tom Cannon and Edwardstone into second. Soul Icon and Harry Cobden against the rail is in third. In fourth, Martator and Charlie Deutsch, who will come wide into the home straight. Traprain Law is next. This is the third from home. Edwardstone has jumped into the lead. It's Edwardstone now who goes on to Soul Icon over on the far side. Martator back in third. No more from Editor de Gite. Here's 2 out. Edwardstone towards the near side, led by a length. Soul Icon is against the far side rail, the nearest pursuer, and now beginning to gain ground. Back in third is Martator, and they race down towards the final fence. There'll be little between. Soul Icon on the far side lands in front, and on the near side Edwardstone. And it is Soul Icon now who has got the lead, and racing up towards the line, Harry Cobden and Soul Icon to take the Desert Orchid. To Edwardstone in second, Martator in third, Traprain Law in fourth, and an eased Editor de Gite in fifth.
All right, Soul Icon it is that has won the Desert Orchid Chase. He's full of beans as well, nearly ran me over. Harry Cobden, a masterful ride, creeping his way around the inside, saving ground. Sometimes the best package is the surprise package. I don't know how much of a surprise that was to you, but he was good today, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's funny how it works out. I was actually moaning at Paul on a couple of days ago about not riding his horse in the race, and you get on another one, he's 16 to 1 shot and he goes and wins. But look, it's great to ride any winner, but especially on the big days.
So it looked like everybody wanted a piece of the action early. What were you thinking when the chase went up?
Well, obviously, we went very quick, 2 keen horses in front. And I just thought, right, take a lead and follow away. And, you know, he's not a very big horse, he's very clever. But he's got a good jump when you need him. And I suppose turning in, I just thought Edwardstone had 12 stone. And I didn't want to be anywhere near him, really. I thought I'd stay away from old experienced horse. I didn't want to help him along, and I suppose the weight's just helped him out, hasn't it?
And is that the sort of race that he needs, where they just sort of start to peel away in front of him?
Yeah, I think he's been very unlucky. He's, 3 or 4 times over fences he's looked like he's going to win, and something's nailed him in the last 25 yards. And I just think probably the way the race played out today, going so quick early, and he hasn't been in front too long, and it's probably just helped him out.
And all the winners come alike for you, and you ride for a big stable most of the time. But to what extent do you get a real buzz from giving a yard like Keiran's, a smaller yard, a big day like that?
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? I get a buzz riding any horse to win in a race like this, and it means so much more to those little guys because they don't have many darts to throw at the board, and it's just good.
How did Sergino look from a very distant rear view?
Unbelievable. Rabaud's a great horse, but actually I got halfway around and I thought, if I try and chase these horses, all I'm going to do is end up putting my lad on the floor. And anyway, consequently, I did it the last. But
is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. So that's the main thing. But it's never nice a horse to run first time over fences and have a fall, is it? But it's just one of those things. We went down to last on a slow popping stride, and he's just landed on the top of it and slithered to the ground. But I'd say the first 2, they're freakish performance, really, isn't it? So Gino will probably go for the Arco, and I'd say the other one will step up and trip, wouldn't he?
Cheers, Harry. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.